GAQA Tuesday. I hope you guys are having a fantastic, magical, wonderful Tuesday. I know I am for the most part. I'm enjoying my day off, but I feel like I'm getting a cold. I don't know if it's like allergies or the change in the weather, or just me not sleeping and working a lot. I don't know what it is, but I woke up this morning and I was hacking my head off and like couldn't breathe very well, and so I know it's coming. It's that time of the year, and I never do well in the fall. The fall is really rough for me for whatever reason. The seasonal allergies kind of kick my ass and take my name later. So the next few weeks will probably be rough for me, but I've got to push through because it's going to be insanely freaking busy at work. I have an insanely freaking busy schedule here. So I've just got to buck it up and suck it up because I've got way too much going on in my life for me to get sick and lay in this bed for days, even though that's exactly what I want to do today, and very well may do after I do this video because it's my day off, and it's the only day off I have this week. So if I don't rest today, I'm going to be dead by Thursday. But other than that, my week is going well. School started for me Monday. That's been crazy. I'm nowhere near done with my homework for this week. Work's been nuts. We're short-staffed on top of also like trying to get ready for the holidays, so that's just kind of crazy in and of itself. But it's just how it is. It goes with the job. It just goes with the job. But I still love my job, and I love everything I do, and I love the people I work with, so that makes it so much better. But we are not here to talk about me being yucky or busy work schedules. We are here for GAQA Tuesday, where I answer all of your Ghost Adventures related questions that you guys ask me all up on the Facebook page. And thanks to Miss Bobby Ann Merritt, who's amazing and wonderful, and I love her to death. She is helping me make sure that I have plenty of time to get a list of questions done, because I'm so scatterbrained right now that if I did not have an assistant, I would lose my mind. So I've kind of hired her as my assistant, and she gets paid with all of my love and cookies, because I would just be nuts. So we have a fun little list of questions today thanks to her, and I am going to get started. Okay, thanks. Bye! Our first question is, the picture of the lady on the stairs in the last episode, was that seriously real? I didn't really hear them explain if they checked it out or not. The guys always check out all the evidence that they're presented with. They always, try to debunk it. They always try to look at it themselves and evaluate it. They don't always explain it in the episode. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. It depends on if it's an educational purpose or not. Like if it's something new or never been seen before or never been heard before, they'll go into a little bit more detail. But if it's something that we've seen before or heard before, they're going to be less apt, I think, to explain it and go into great detail about it, because then it just takes up a chunk of the show. And so they may discuss it with them on camera, but it just may not get put into the final edit. But I know that Zach does not present anything to his fans that he hasn't evaluated himself and proved credible. So yeah, the picture was real, because if it wasn't, we wouldn't have seen it. There would have been some behind the scenes stuff that we wouldn't have seen. There would have been some issues or whatever, but they only present the credible, excuse me, I cannot quit yawning today. They only present the credible evidence to us on the show, and they make sure that it is completely and utterly real. And it was a great piece of evidence. It was an amazing catch, and it was a wonderful piece of evidence. I really, really enjoyed seeing that. Moving on, our next question is, what is their favorite tool they use when they hunt? I don't know if they each, I'm sure that they each have a specific favorite. I've never really heard them talk about it, and I can't really find anywhere where they've discussed it. I just kind of go back to what they use a lot of. So they use a lot, obviously, a digital recorder. They use a lot of the SLS Cam with Kinect technology, which works really, really well for them. And they use a lot of the SB7 and SB11 Spirit Box, which is my personal favorite piece of equipment. I think they probably have that little toolbox of things that work and work well. EMF detectors, EMF pumps, all of the go-to go-go gadget paranormal stuff that they use. I think that it's just kind of in their little arsenal kit of things that work and work well. And when you have something that works and works well, don't break it. It's like if it's not broke, don't fix it. So I think with the SLS Cam and SB7 and SB11 Spirit Box, the digital recorder, those are all really, really, really good pieces of equipment for them, and it's all things that work really, really well. And so I think it's kind of their go-to gadgets. But I'm sure that they each have their own individual piece of favorite equipment. I just couldn't find it. Moving on. Our next question. Why haven't I been added to Twitter or Instagram? I know they're busy, but still. Oh, God. If I get this question one more time, I'm going to snap out. I'm mentally preparing. Or trying not to fall asleep. I don't know which. But I think I'm mentally preparing for this one. Okay. So these guys are, first of all, people with a job. Their job is they're paranormal investigators. That is their job. That is their 9 to 5. That is their 365. That is their 24/7. It is their job. It is not who they are. They are not famous. They are not celebrities. I don't care that they are on TV. I don't give a rat's ass what they do. To me, they are people with a job. I am a person with a job. I do YouTube videos. It doesn't mean that, like, I'm fond after, and I don't want to be. I don't want fame. I don't want fortune. The guys didn't want fame and fortune. I don't think they still want fame and fortune. I think they want to educate people about the paranormal. Their job is to not make millions of dollars. It just so happens that they make millions of dollars doing what they do. They get paid for doing what they do. This is their job. There are paranormal investigators that happen to work for a show on the Travel Channel. That's all it is. They're people. Yes, with that comes fame and fortune, but that doesn't mean that you can fangirl and act all weird and be all wonky and stalkerish because they don't like you on Facebook, or they don't, follow you on Twitter, or they don't like a picture on Instagram. They've got so many fans and so many people that they serve, and they keep those accounts for their friends and family. The people that they're friends with, that they follow, that they retweet about, that they, on a regular basis, those are family, those are friends of friends, those are people that they work with, those are colleagues. They're not fans. Not all of them, maybe a few of them, but not all of them. They don't have time for that. If they follow one fan, then every other fan in the world is going to expect to be followed. Or if they like one person, or they become friends with them on Facebook, whatever. It's just, they're people. It's so annoying when they're like, well, they don't follow me on Facebook, and they don't like my tweets, and they don't do this on Instagram. Get over it. Seriously, it's really irritating me. Like, I figured that we could all be adults about it and grow up and understand that they are people. Yes, you can like them, you can think they're cute, you can find them attractive. Hell, I think Zach Bagans is hot as hell. Everybody knows that. We're not going to go into details with what I would do with that man. But I'm not going to go pursue it. I'm not going to go stalk him. I'm not going to go get pissy because he doesn't like a picture on Facebook. I'm not going to do that because it's not going to happen. It's not logical. It's not sane. It's crazy. Don't fangirl. Don't get all butthurt because they don't know you exist. They don't know I exist either. I'm an admin for a Ghost Adventures fan page. That's a very big one, mind you. And I'm not butthurt that Zach Bagans does not know who I am. I like doing it because I like being a fan of his show. I don't do it because in hopes of meeting them. I'm friends, I like his Facebook page. I like Aaron's Facebook page. I follow them on Twitter. I like them on Instagram. But that does not mean that I expect anything in return. They have hundreds of thousands of fans, hundreds of thousands of followers. People need to get over it. You need to get over yourself. It's not going to happen. They are never going to notice you in this lifetime. They may retweet something. They may favorite something, but they're not going to remember you 45 minutes after they do that. You're never going to cross their mind again. It doesn't happen. Sorry, not sorry. I don't care anymore. I'm just so over this. I'm so over this. They don't know who I am. It's crap. And I'm sorry that I'm feisty about it. I'm sorry I'm irritated, but it's really old. Because it ruins it for people. Zach doesn't leave his house. He doesn't go to events. He doesn't do any of this stuff anymore because of people who get butthurt because they don't like him on Instagram. He's been stalked and sought after so much that it's not even fun for him anymore. And he doesn't even want to do it. And that's sad because there are thousands of fans that he wants to meet that are paying the price for somebody's crazy train. And it just makes me utterly disgusted. So, in conclusion of my little mini rant, get over it. They're not going to like you on Facebook. They're not going to follow you on Twitter. They're not going to like you on Instagram. They may retweet you. They may favorite you. But that doesn't mean they know you or they're going to be friends with you. It doesn't work that way. So just let it go. Moving on. Does Aaron think he will ever get married again? I don't know. I think that, and this is just, of course, my opinion. I can't speak for Aaron, but I think that he's so busy and so wrapped up with work that it's just not practical to have this long-term relationship. And he may have a girlfriend. I don't know. Like I said, I don't stalk and I don't fangirl, so I don't know. But I think that he's so busy. He's focused on work. He's very work-driven, and I think that that is their focus, and that is where they're at right now, and I think that's what they're going to continue to do. I think that if the right girl comes along, it very well could possibly happen, but that would be up to Aaron. And, excuse me. That would be up to Aaron and his choices on whether or not he wants to pursue something long-term. I think that it's just, right now, you've got not one but 2 seasons of Ghost Adventures to wrap, to film, and investigate. And those take days. Each investigation takes days to do, and then you're back at it again. And so it's just not practical when you're this busy. So he may or may not. I don't know. That would be up to him. Like I said, I can't speak for him, but I'm sure that if it's in the cards and the right girl comes along, it could possibly happen. Our final question is, does Jay and Ashley have any children? If so, how many? They do not have any kids. They have a dog, and they have like a little mini farm. But again, I think it goes back to timing. Ashley and Jay both work for Ghost Adventures. You know, Jay is an audiovisual tech and an investigator, and Ashley does the still photography and has been on the show. And so I think that, okay, not quite yawning today. Good Lord. You're just going to have to forgive my unprofessionalism today. I think that when it's in the cards and when it's the right time, I'm sure that they'll want to start a family. They're fairly young. They have plenty of time, I think, to start a family. But right now their focus is work and making sure that Ghost Adventures is the best that it can be. And when the time is right, I'm sure that they will start a family. And if they want children, they may not even want kids. But if they do, I'm sure it'll happen when it will happen. But that is all I have for GAQA Tuesday. I will be back tomorrow for What Should I Do Wednesday, where I answer all of your general paranormal related questions that you guys ask me, once again, all up on the Facebook page. Until then, stay happy, stay healthy, have a wonderful, magical, wonderful rest of your Tuesday. I am going to go to bed. I'm going to take a nap. I will see you guys tomorrow. Much love and happiness.